team? How we doing? Coach Dana Cavalea here with the Becoming a Champion show, where we are all about inspiration, motivation, and encouragement to move you along your high performance journey. And today we're going to talk about the word domination. Domination. We're going to talk about dominating what it is that you do and also dominating yourself. Because here's the thing. You know, it is very easy in life to sit back. It's very easy in life to play defense. It's very easy in life to wait for things. But in that waiting and in that defensive position where you're not putting pressure on the defense, right? Which is what's coming at you, you can get frustrated. You can feel like you have no power. You can feel like, what's happening here? Is anything happening here? Is there any movement here? And oftentimes, too many people sit back and they wait. And listen, there's a time and a place for waiting, right? We can't just make everything happen all at once, but there's always something in front of us that we could be putting pressure on to make happen. So today I wrote about giving you permission to dominate. And I wrote permission to dominate. I, coach, give you permission to dominate, because so many people in life today, they need permission. They need to feel like it's okay. You have permission to do this. You have permission to push yourself. You have somebody's blessing to go after it and to go do it. And oftentimes that's just what people need. So when I coach people, I'm giving them the confidence and instilling confidence in them, but it's really activating the confidence that they already have. They just need somebody to tell them it is okay. It's okay to do this. And I need you to do this, because if you don't do this, then there's going to be repercussions for you not doing this. And that repercussion is often high levels of frustration, regret for not doing something. So today I give you permission to play offense. I give you permission to put pressure on what's ever in front of you, whatever it is that you want to make happen. You have the permission to dominate. So whatever, again, is in front of you, if there's a conversation that has to be had, you have to put yourself in a position, throw your shoulders back, stand up tall and say, I'm going to dominate this situation. And when you could put the right amount of pressure on a situation, you could make things happen. You could make people make a decision. You could make people react. You can push them towards something. You can get resolution, whatever it may be. So let's say you're in sales and there's something out there that's just running flat right now, or if it's running neutral right now. How are you going to make it happen, right? You could strategically put pressure on the other person by simply saying, hey, just reaching out to see how you're doing today. How was your weekend if it's a Monday, right? That's putting strategic pressure. Some people may interpret what I'm saying as putting negative pressure. Hey, come on, we're going to do this. And you get a bit of that negative pressure and negative energy and negative vibe that you're putting on people. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about domination by strategically putting pressure on people and things to bring something to a head and bring something to resolution, right? Because there's a bad feeling for anybody that's just sitting back and waiting, right? I say when you wait, when you hope, and when you wish for something, it's a bad place to be because it's frustrating. You're powerless in that stance and in that way of being. So you have permission to dominate today. You have permission to dominate this week. And when you go out there and you take advantage of where you're at, amazing things can happen. And I do this strategically all the time. A lot of it has to do with, hey, just checking in to see how you're doing. So again, if I'm coaching you, I may reach out and say, hey, how are you doing today? And now I trigger something in that coaching client's mind that says, am I doing what coach and I agreed to do? Am I agreeing to that? Am I doing that? Am I taking action on that? And what you find is just those little pushes of those strategic buttons get people to take action. It gets people to react in the right way. And here's the other thing, for those of you that are into energy, right? Energy in general. Hey, if I put this out there, something may happen. And that's true. So think about what it is you want to make happen. Think about what it is you want to do and put it out there. Say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then take the next most simple action to do that. I did a video a couple weeks ago called Your Next Most Simple Action. Your next most simple action. Take your next most simple action. And what that does is, again, it puts a pressure on what it is that you want to do and what it is that you want to get done. And that pressure will lead to something. It'll lead to a result. So that's what this is all about. So you have permission to dominate. And for some of you, the permission to dominate has to start in your mind, right? Where you say, hey, I can do this. I'm going to do this. I will take the next most simple action on this. I'm going to make it happen. As opposed to, well, I hope they get back to me this week. I hope I hear from them. I wish it was easier. I hope. That's all crap. It's all garbage. We can't do that. So as we work through this year, we're still early in this year. There's a lot of time left on this year's clock to make things happen. Well, we have to start dominating ourselves by saying, this is what I'm going to do, and then take the next most simple action to do that. That's how it works. So when people say, hey, coach, how do you coach people? How do you work with people? When you work with these high level executives, when you work with these CEOs, when you work with these high performing athletes, how do you do it? And this is it. We work to instill confidence in them, and then we give them a game plan, and then we put pressure on that game plan by first putting positive pressure on the client. So if I'm coaching you, I've set up your game plan. We've done it together, so you believe in it because it's your game plan, so you can own it. But I may need to put strategic pressure on you. And that strategic pressure is to simply trigger you emotionally to take action on that game plan, and that action will lead you to a result. So that's the behind the scenes of what coaching is, right? We have to push people strategically to take action, because even the smartest, right? The most successful, the people that are in top leadership positions, they could still get overwhelmed in their mind, right? I got so much to do. Where do I start? Coach, what do I do? Where do I begin? I got this, I got that. We create clarity for them, but we always go back to the game plan. You have to attack the game plan. And we do that by putting positive pressure on the person that's being coached to take action on the game plan and take their next most simple action. And when we do that over and over and over again, man, the results start to stack. But most importantly, and the most important result is that that person begins to gain confidence through momentum. So by constantly putting pressure, positive pressure on the client to take positive action, the next most simple action on their personalized game plan, confidence builds, momentum builds. They want to take the next most simple action again on the game plan, and the achievements, the successes, they all start to stack and they all start to add up. And this is how you can have predictable victories for those that you work with. So when I coach people, I say, yeah, we can guarantee victory. If you're willing to do the work and you're going to be open to positive pressure being put on you, and you're open to attacking the next most simple item on your action-based game plan, then you're going to have a really good chance of winning big. And that's what this is all about. Winning big, one win at a time, by attacking a game plan that's been put together and by putting you in a position of dominance over your game plan and in how you show up every single day. So if you could do that, man, there's a great chance for you to win big. And that's what this is all about. You winning big every day, every week, every quarter, month over month, year over year, and getting you closer to what it is that you want to accomplish. And when you could do that, man, it is going to put you in a very, very positive position and a positive place. That's my lesson for you today. Dominance, dominance, dominance. Exude dominance in everything that you do and attack your day. This is Coach Dana Cavalea. If you enjoyed today's message, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and put some comments below and tell me where you are exuding dominance or where you're having a problem putting dominance out there and exhibiting dominance. So the other thing is, head on over to danacavalea.com, get on my daily blog. I put it out Monday through Friday, a good tune-up read for you to get you focused on your next most simple action. And if you haven't checked out my new book, let me grab it here, Habits of a Champion Team. head on over to Amazon, or you can go to danacavalea.com and get a personalized copy. I'll sign it. I'll send it to you, and we'll be on the same team. So hope you enjoyed today's episode. And as always, if you did, give it a share. I'll talk to you soon. Coach Dana Cavalea. See ya.